With the opening up of Burma about a year or so ago, tourism jumped from 300,000 people per year to over 1.2 million people per year. As a result, you see traffic, congestion, but more importantly, you see economic growth and buildings. Is the infrastructure, the hotel, the facilities really set for this type of growth?
As a matter of fact, they are at this point in time. We have many competitors who are just located at the doorstep of our property. And I reckon tourism is flourishing at this point in time since Myanmar has opened its doors to the world. And I believe it's going to be a focal destination.
One thing that's important, especially when developing the restaurant, the culinary aspects, is buying local produce, what they have here. Does your chef go shopping? Where do you get your local ingredients?
The local ingredients are basically bought through the farmers. And my chef generally scouts around at the fresh market for fresh produce like the fish, poultry. And we have suppliers from the farmers from the outskirts of Rangoon who come and supply us with the fresh produce. So it is very, very fresh when it comes to the table.
Is most of the food from the south, or you try to import from all over the country?
We try to use as much as possible from the capital itself, which is Yangon. But in cases of any favorite dishes which we require and there's some specials, then we reach out to these other places also.
Do you have a favorite that's served here?
Yes, we have three favorites. As a matter of fact, we call it butter rice, which is very well selling. It's very Myanmar over here. And the second is green curry with the ladyfinger and chicken and coconut, basically based with coconut milk. And the third one is honey chicken roast, which is also a popular one.
And your favorite?
My favorite is basically butter rice. Butter rice is a mixture of both Indian and Thai, and it is one of the most best-selling.
Now, some places cater to the old British of having tea at 4 o'clock, something like that.
High tea.
A high tea. Do you do that as well here?
Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, we've started it again. We stopped it for a while, and we're starting it again next month. We call it the high tea, between 3 and 5.
An indication of economic growth is not so much what they're building, but look at what they built. Large corporations, large banks with their massive modern buildings, suddenly overnight. In many ways, Rangoon is a tale of two cities. There's the wealthy area, such as here in Inya Lake, but then again, there's the working class area of Rangoon, where the streets are congested, it's hot, noisy. One of the oldest structures or pagodas in Rangoon was made, get this, in 1790, around the time of the start of the United States and the Constitution. This part of Bagan is historically significant. It's nearly 2,000 years old. It goes back to the beginnings of the faith, for at least the people in Burma. And more importantly than that, it is the national symbolism of Burma. Right now, we're in one location, Bagan, that is over 800 years old. In fact, you can see they're doing reconstruction. Take a look here of the various stages of reconstruction. They're doing it very carefully because they don't want to destroy what they have after many years of neglect. In fact, if you look here, there's a monument that's stating that this was built, erected, in the early 13th century. One of the social mores or cultural sensitivities is when you visit a pagoda or a Buddhist temple, you must be barefooted. That means no socks, no shoes. When you think of Burma, you think of the main city, modern, and you think the countryside as backward or perhaps undeveloped. But yet, when you come here, take a look. They're doing all this pottery by hand, and yet, come on, what do you see here? Solar panels. They are bringing modern technology to Burma, and yet blending it with old technology, the use of the hands. I am actually making clay with my foot. Now you can see exactly how much work it is to make these clay potteries. Let's look at the menu and see what we're going to have to eat. I'm betting on rice and noodles. Or noodles and rice, take your choice.